I'm meteorologist Lance Huffman with your Friday afternoon forecast. We may still see a lingering lake effect snow flurry or two as we get into the very early parts of the afternoon, but our winds will change directions enough to where we can say goodbye to those lake effect snow chances, and our temperatures will be a little bit better than this morning, but still certainly chilly. 32 degrees, the temperature towards 3. That'll be our high for the day. Temperatures then fall into the upper 20s towards 5, and throughout the evening, temperatures then will fall through the 20s, and we're going to start off our Saturday morning on a pretty chilly note. Our wind chills are going to be pretty chilly. I mean, that's what the wind chill is called. I don't want to be condescending about that. 3, 2, 1. That sounds kind of rude. 3, 2, 1. I'm meteorologist Lance Huffman with your Friday afternoon forecast. You may still see a lingering lake effect snow shower or two as we get to the early parts of the afternoon, but they are on the decrease. In fact, once we get towards 3 p.m., most of those lake effect snow chances are out of the picture. 32 degrees in Fort Wayne towards 3, and that'll be our high temperature for the day. It's going to be a pretty cold Black Friday afternoon. 29 degrees at 5. Temperatures will be in the 20s as we go through the rest of tonight. And it's going to feel like we'll be in the 20s this afternoon, even though we'll be in the 30s. So you'll definitely want to bundle up because it's going to feel very cold at times. Now, we'll be in the 20s tonight, but we're going to see clouds increase as we go through the overnight hours, and then that's ahead of a system that's going to move in this weekend. In fact, it's actually going to bring us some heavy snow and some impacts to our travel. And because of that, we have 15 Fury Alert days in place for Saturday and Sunday as that system actually arrives once we get towards late Saturday morning and into Saturday afternoon, becoming widespread, and it looks at this point it's going to give us some heavy wet snow for a solid majority of northeast Indiana and northwest Ohio. So if you have any travel plans this weekend, keep an eye on the forecast because it looks like we'll see plenty of snow to really create some hazardous road conditions. Around 4 to 6 inches of snow possible for Fort Wayne. There are some totals that are less to the south and east of Fort Wayne, but that's where we might see rain mixed in with the snow a little bit more than what we would say for Fort Wayne. But if you go more north and west of Fort Wayne, that's where the impacts are likely going to be much higher. 5 to 8 inches of snow, locally higher amounts possible northwest of Fort Wayne, and in our far northwestern communities in our area, such as near LaGrange and to the northwest of Warsaw, you could see totals exceeding 8 inches in terms of that snow. We are going to likely see some changes in that snowfall map ahead of this event, and we'll keep you updated if we make any big changes with that map. But definitely have a plan in place if you're traveling this weekend. Give yourself plenty of time whenever you're traveling, and make sure you give yourself some extra distance between you and the driver ahead of you. Plenty of distance if you're traveling in that snow. 32 degrees to high today. 31 on Saturday. We'll get to 34 on Sunday. To kick off December, much colder air is behind this system. 27 degrees on Monday, 26 the high on Tuesday, 26 for Tuesday.